It is a Wednesday evening, United States and Canada. And we're just waiting on, it's the final 15 minutes of the daily candle. XRP is facing a huge test here. See if we can break through this yellow resistance line. Or it's more so just a trend line coming down from previous activity that we've had. So this is basically the all-time high up here, this double top. And then we've had, a few liquidation grabs, sweep, huge, like record-breaking sweep here. Very high liquidations there. And here we are, like trying to grind back up, So the cool thing is, we broke market structure. So this was the structure that the previous high, right? We came and we broke that. Like it was only, it's a technical break. It's not like a big, impressive, writing on the wall break like that, but it is a higher high. So it's a bit of a swing fail, you could say. Because, price achieved this level and then it just got a little bit higher, enough to, probably fuel a lot of people jumping into longs, I would imagine. But the classic play, it fails to actually close up and make new highs above the previous high. And then, those that shorted got rewarded. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but anyone that jumped into shorts around that area, even with Bitcoin too at that time, I think there was a bit of a pivot that happened market-wide. So at least in my watch list here, XRP is up the most handsome this morning, or today, this evening, the afternoon. And this is, I don't know, we'll see. This could be like a take profit spot, really, to be honest. Resistances and trend lines are to be respected until they're broken. So it has not broken yet. So potentially that could be a short right there with a stop loss, maybe up here, just nearby in case it's wrong and it does break. But we're just waiting to see. If I jump down to like the 5-minute chart, you can see there's already been one attempt. We're sort of currently on the second attempt on the very short time frame. Let's go down to the 1 minute. You can see, we'll just see how it bakes out. We'll just, track it on the 1 minute. For some reason, NVIDIA decided to release a new noise cancellation program to the one that I was using before. And I'm getting mic noise when I'm not talking, I think. Can you hear? Oh, maybe not. Okay, I lie. Maybe it is working. So this thing here is supposed to like drain out when I'm not talking. It's supposed to cut out like, fan noise, air conditioning, all that kind of stuff. But if you can hear my keyboard, can you hear that keyboard? If not, then it's working, and that doesn't, then never mind. But Fed hinted at ending quantitative tightening today. Oh, thanks, Blake. Appreciate that, man. Well, that's cool. I haven't even looked at the news. Like, I haven't looked at any fundamental stuff, like any news-based stuff. I'm gonna have a look though. I will have a look. Let's have a look at Cointelegraph together. Let's have a look at what they're saying. What's the crypto headlines at the moment? Why don't we do the Trinity view here, like the three-way, while we do that. So XRP is still looking good. I'm gonna jump this back to like the 15 minute. It's pretty exciting to see XRP maybe about to break that trend line, but it really needs to do it now. It needs to do it soon, I think, because if it takes too long, people will start to doubt it and then go the other way. So Trump says, we want to make ICOs great again. says Trump's WLF co-founder. What are some other headlines here? Bitfinex Bitcoin long positions reach 5.1 billion. Is someone buying or hedging? Nigeria files an $81.5 billion lawsuit against Binance exchange. Okay. Go get them, Nigeria. Here's what happened in crypto today. That's just like an overall general report, I think. Pi Network mainnet launch, what it means for pioneers. This is what I'm waiting on. This is happening in like around 10 hours or less. I'm pretty keen to see how that pans out. Price analysis. These are the big dogs: Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, BNB, Doge, Cardano, Link, Stellar, Litecoin. That was posted 3 hours ago by Rakesh. I wonder if it's just like a basic TA analysis. Anyway, like, I don't know, I feel like I don't tend to look too deeply into like headline stuff. It can help, it can create like catalyzed moves, but I'm more of a TA kind of dude. But it's still important, it still plays a role. If I quickly jump across to the stock market, you can see that the S&P 500 had an all-time high today, 613.23 during market hours. That's cool. Very nice. Did a bit of a bounce off the flipper in a way, because you had all these lines resisting, and then it broke out and then back checked, and then here we are. Beautiful play. So that's the SPY. Yeah, look, bit of traffic here on XRP. As invigorating and as exciting as this is coming up to this level, it's like in the moment of the euphoria, some of the best shorts are opened. You know what I mean? Like, all you have to do is rewind. Let's go back to the previous high on XRP, like back over here when it got to $2.80 recently, like only last week. You can see like euphoria came in a few times here. Like it had a few attempts. Like this is all euphoric right here, like pushing up, maximizing them highs. Here again, pushing up, maximizing. But every push, it just didn't really go up to the new paradigm, did it? It didn't go up to $3 or anything. It just it kept around 280. And you had a lot of failed, like just attempts, and they just failed. They didn't take XRP anywhere. But that's kind of like where the best shorts can be born in this environment where you've just got repeated attempts at resistance and it just unsuccessful, you know, and then eventually the arm wrestle starts to go the way of the bears, and you get just this, you know, over time bleed out, which has been quite frustrating. But look, the arm wrestles come back in the way of the bulls now. Broken structure back to the upside. So there was the previous high regions, and then yeah, it's been a battle to reclaim that land, you know. This was probably the moment where it came up and met that resistance, and then finally, bam, this was a nice decisive move with a double back check. So you had a back test here, it was a deep one, and then a higher back check, which is a very good sign, and then it just grinded up. And then I think there was some good news for XRP. There was some whispers about Donald Trump sharing an XRP related article on his Truth social media platform. And here we are. I think, yeah, look, I'm still feeling confident. We haven't like rewound any of this momentum just yet. It's stalling. It's knocking on the door of that resistance. Remember, $2.80 is the high that was achieved last Friday, Saturday, kind of. So we'll see if we can reclaim that ground or retest it. As for the other coins, let's have a look at Bitcoin real quick while XRP works on that high. Bitcoin has done like an inverse head and shoulders. I mean, that's pretty clear, very clear as day, very balanced as well. You've got like, you know, your left shoulder here, your head down here, and then your right shoulder there. Very uniform, very, you know, good structure, good balance out of that. I think that could send it into a rally. Come visit, maybe even come up and check 100K. That'd be cool. Don't want to get anyone's hopes up though. Not financial advice, but I mean, it did it a couple of times. It did this inverse head and shoulders kind of tease. This is a really, I wouldn't even really classify this as one, but you had like a low sweep there, a deep sweep there, and then a higher sweep just there. So you had like an inverse structure there that just failed. It tried on this push here to get something going, but it just got rejected. And then here we are, slumped again. Try again. So good old inverse head and shoulders. It's very hard to pick sometimes because Bitcoin can be a little bit unclean at times. This is not a bad head and shoulders. This one is really clean actually. The head there, shoulder, right shoulder, neckline, that was a big deal. That was very, very symmetrical and like, it's like perfection, that one. That was a really nice head and shoulders. And look at the back check of the neckline. It didn't even quite come up to the neckline. It failed. Got slammed. Beautiful short that would have been. You would have had to have been a real doubter to be trying to short Bitcoin, you know, along this path. Like you just have to be ready to completely change your sentiment, because the sentiment going up like that, that's just so exciting, you know. That's very bullish and ambitious and optimistic, and it's like it happens in the height of the optimism, you know. You come back and then you lose that trend line, and that's like the writing is on the wall, you know. No matter what anyone says, that is a big moment, and to come up and make a lower high like that, that's just trouble right there. And yeah, slump, huge downswing. I bet you that happened on not quite. I was going to say, I bet you that happened on a Monday morning. The Monday was over here, at least for me. For you guys though, in the US, if I change this, it probably was a Monday morning. Oh, not Monday, a Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning correction. Yeah, there's been a few of them, hey. There's been like really nice trend lines that get all optimistic and you're building all of this momentum, and then slam, you lose it. Same can be said for the sell-offs, right? Like you think it's gonna die, and then all of a sudden, pop, it comes back up over that trend. You know, even the shorter trend like that one. Mind you, this is an hourly chart. This is over a series of days. This trend here that got broken within an hour, like basically an hour, popped up, 1 hour, second hour, third hour, just nice movement up. But not quite beating 100K. I think it tagged 100, and then you got a, you know, zigzag down. So yeah, it's just been a very to and fro kind of range typical market, Bitcoin, for the last couple of months, you know, very range typical. You've got something like that. Again, falling structure, switching into a rising structure, rising, switching into falling, you know, it just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And catalysts, there's good and bad catalysts every day for Bitcoin, you know, and when price goes down, everyone looks at the bad catalyst. When price goes up, everyone ignores the bad catalyst and looks at the good catalyst, you know, and that gives us our reasons. And we say, oh, it's because of that. But yeah, I don't know, sometimes the strength of the catalyst is quite blindingly obvious, and then other times it's just vague, you know, like, oh, why did it dip? Oh, because, you know, Sri Lanka decided to make something, a mining company, illegal or something. It's like, well, that's very isolated. That's, you know, but people will point to that and go, that's why Bitcoin fell, you know, $500 billion, whatever the hell the case may be, you know. You can find a reason in the news. But yeah, we covered a lot of this yesterday. We were just identifying the fact that Bitcoin is in a big fat range, you know, nothing happening. You've got multiple tests at the same level, mind you. I would even say 92. Oh, I'm just getting a phone call. I'll be right back. Right back. All right, I'm back. Thank you for waiting there. So yeah, can you see the traffic jam that this yellow line is producing? This is what can cook up a good short. It's not over yet. Like, this trend is still going. But yeah, it's gonna have a bit of volatility around this. I don't doubt this zone is gonna have volatility within a range. I don't know what range that will be. I guess we have to find out. Currently, that range is like this. You know, that's where the range is as it tests this line. But that range may extend, maybe even to come back check. Delete these emojis. To back check these highs, because look, this was a little region that we had to break through, like this level here. And this is how you get back checks, you know? So yeah, maybe it comes up, gets rejected, comes down, and then violently back checks here, and then has another go, and then maybe breaks out. That kind of play is not uncommon. But it can be a number of ways. There could be a number of ways that these things break out. Sometimes it just goes straight through it without even looking. Like, it just doesn't even back check. It treats it like it wasn't even there, you know? And then other times it puts the brakes on, like right now. You know, you've got this resistance, and I don't know, hedging, like opening a short here and setting a stop, like up higher, like, you know, away from danger, as high as you can afford to have it, basically, a stop loss, is a good way to, you know, catch the fail. Like, if it fails to break and then we come down. One sort of piece of evidence of that is if it takes too long attempting, like too many times, you know, the bulls just can't get it, and then it, you know, and then it slump, you know, then it just can't make it. So yeah, all you have to do is go back on the chart and just see the way that happens. And this is what I mean, like, it's similar to this. Too many times trying to get above 280, and it just did not convince anybody, you know, and the bears won out. And basically this time, the time that it took for all these attempts, it sort of exhausted the buying, like it exhausted the sentiment, and it just sort of, it sobers the market. Because when the market races up like this, it's like everyone's drunk, like everyone's real rowdy and bullish, and the sentiment, the fever pitch is high. And then the thing that can kill that is time. Time can really capitulate people and get people to sober up to the idea and go, oh wait, maybe not. Maybe it's not gonna break out. Maybe this is just, that's it, you know? And it kills the momentum. And that's happens on a macro scale too. Like, this is the top of markets. Same shit, you know? It's what throws us into a bear market. If it takes too long and you know, you lose all of the support from retail, and, you know, whatever retail's around, the people selling to retail are the people that bought in the bear market, you know, the previous lows kind of thing. And they're just distributing it to the people that are producing any kind of up move. And same is said for the bottom side, you know? Like, you get people exhausting the selling. So, and anyone with considerable amounts of whatever asset you're trading, why would you really want to dump it all out at the bottom like that? You know what I mean? Like, that's terrible. Like, think of the people that sold their Bitcoin during the FTX scare, you know, back here. Let's go to Bitcoin and show you. This is where the market, even if it's manipulated or if it's just natural, it doesn't either way. Like, here's FTX collapse. Wait, no, that's not it. Go further back than that. Here we go. There's the FTX collapse. It looks like a kind of fishbowl, like it's like this big, or I don't know, what would you call that? A saucepan, a pot. So yeah, that collapse there in this region, it, like, the bleakness of this area would have convinced a lot of people that had bought and had believed in Bitcoin to part ways with it and to sell it. And that's what gets you. Like, you sell it at the absolute worst time. Like, why would you be selling at the bottom of what is a cycle? Like, this is the cycle, right? You're not supposed to sell it down at the bottom. You're supposed to sell it up at the peak. So if you still have it and you're holding it through that, you're better off just holding it, because it's worthless down here. If you know that there's going to be an upswing, why the hell would you part ways with it at the low? You know what I mean? This is why capitulation is such a mind game. It just convinces people of the exact opposite action to take. And it's the same at the top, like in a bull market. Like, you get people all excited to buy, and you know, they're allocating in there. So what I would be saying right now, we're not in the bear market. We're definitely not at the base of a cycle. So I would suggest, do not accumulate big money right now into crypto. Don't be bringing new fiat in. You've either got a position that you've ridden up from the start of the cycle, or you bought, you know, last year at some point, like on the way up. But we don't know if this is the top or not. Like, that's the brutal, honest truth. Like, I don't know, you don't know, no one knows if this is the top or not. That's why we're all here. We're speculating on whether it is or not, right? I can see potential for more. Like, I'm sure a lot of people can, but you just have to be honest with the like what you've got with the market. Like, there's bull markets. There's bear markets, and then there's bulls. Bulls have a lot of moments of doubt, like this, and even like through here, there was a lot of doubt around here, like of whether this was it or not, you know? So I think the thing that made it sting in this bull market was this. People had this in the back of their mind, that there was this like 2019 false start to the bull market, which got corrected and went into a winter, basically a crypto winter. So yeah, we sort of left the gate too early here. And that's what I was convinced that, oh, maybe that's what this is, you know? When we arced up, I'm like, well, maybe this is too early. Like, maybe we're just gonna get thrown back down, just like what happened last time, right? We got thrown down. I'm getting another phone call. One second, sorry. All right, I'm back. So where were we? Yeah. So this, it kind of smelled a little bit like this. Like you had this euphoric pump that sort of took you to a height, and that height was not re-met until like later on over here. But you know, this one, it did similar, but I think it got going sooner. Like this this little rewind that we had here, you know, you even got another double look at it, and then it rewound twice, but you got a double bottom. And then we had the ETF hype train, which took us up to here. So this got the game going sooner, and this one was more of a drawn out, you know, it even involved the COVID drop, like, and then you had to grind all that time just to come back up to the same price again. That took way longer than what this did, I think, you know. Let's do a measure on that. So from the time it took to get from the bear market basement, which is like here, an arc up to a top, like right there, which is like right here. Arguably, some people might argue it was that, but either way, I'm going to use that and then go, how long did it take for Bitcoin to revisit that price level? Pretty much that box right there, like from that peak coming across. So if you take that box and compare it, like look, it took less than half the time to ignite the market and continue going up. So this is what screwed me up a little bit, because there was that, and then I was expecting a crypto winter, so I sold what I had bought over here, expecting like more accumulation to happen. I just messed it up, and then I went on a vacation and used some of the money, and yeah, I lost sight of the bigger picture, and I should have just held it. But yeah, lessons learned. At least I did the accumulation. Like I did have a position building through here, so that's good. You know, you get better each cycle, I guess you could say, but I definitely did better. I did better this time than I did back on this time. This was my first bear market. I had no experience. I didn't know what I was doing. And then this one I had a bit more experience, but not perfect. Could have done better. Some more belief would have helped, like in what was going to happen, which did happen. Everyone sort of was, yeah, it was just a lot of toing and froing on what would happen next. But here we are, we're at like, had prices above 100,000. And now we're just trying to decide, are we here or are we here? You know, we're either at A or we're at B. I hope we're at A. Like if you ask me, like people might argue that this was A here and that we're at B, like a distribution style area, and it's just taking time to kind of wring out as much profit for the market manipulators as possible before sending it back down to go recheck the top of A, which was kind of like what happened here, except it wasn't the top of A, it was the bottom of A that got retested on that sell-off, and then you got the double pump. But that is assuming a lot. That is making a lot of assumptions. That's saying that that our bull market this time is identical to the strange bull market we had last time. You know, no one actually was expecting this kind of market for Bitcoin, like this big double top, like really dramatic plunge and then re-explosion, like a reignition back to the upside to get a technical new all-time high. That, no one was talking about that. I think most people were saying, you know, the bear market had begun because you had the you had the death cross that happened up through here. Even I was saying that at the time. I was like, yeah, nah, this is done, it's cooked. And then Yeah, it's violently sprung back up into action and had this other move. But the game is so different now. You've got ETFs, you've got Wall Street, you've got institutions, you've got, retirement funds, investment funds. All of that now is in Bitcoin and crypto. We didn't have that back here. We didn't have that kind of thing. So it collapsed very rapid and nasty. Nothing held it up. And, this collapse here was coupled with the fact that the stock market was correcting as well. Like everything was just really nasty. It was like the perfect storm to send Bitcoin from 70K all the way down to 15. Like you had Terra Luna, you had Three Arrows Capital, Celsius, FTX, all of it, all unwinding and crashing down. It was like the perfect storm. But yeah, like it'd be interesting to see what they come up with as a catalyst for dumping crypto back to a bear market floor. Like, what would have to happen? Coinbase exposed for corruption. Like, something would have to happen. Like, and even if that happened, that's just one exchange. Like, I don't think that would cause like a bear market. Like, just yeah, you need something dramatic. Like something terrible has to happen. My coffee went cold. Damn. Oh well. Where are we at? We've got the new daily candle. We're 27 minutes into the new day. We've got... What have we got? 5 people, including myself. So me and 4 others. One of the 4 is muted and deafened in the Discord. If that doesn't spell crypto's boring right now, I don't know what does. That definitely spells, that crypto is flat. So I am, from a technical position, I am still bullish because Bitcoin has not lost the consolidation box here. If we lose this, if we as soon as price gets below here and gets closes underneath that rectangle, then I'm bearish for that time being. I'm bearish until proven otherwise. I would have to see, you would have to see like higher lows and higher highs again before getting bullish again. You know what I mean? That would have to happen to get me bullish again if we lose $90,000. But other than that, I'm still a bull. And there's no, I don't know, just the structure is not there to say bear just yet. It's just not. We haven't lost the direction. We haven't lost the momentum on the bigger picture. If we go to the weekly chart, look how elevated we are. Let me just hide these rectangles real quick. So, look at that. It just doesn't spell bear market to me, If you simplify it, it does this. Like, this is where we're at. We're just on a pullback. Much like we were over here, yeah? We're pulled back. We've pulled back. Have we done a pullback like that? No, it hasn't crashed down into the floor like 30,000 or anything like that. It's holding and maintaining 90. Yes, it's been boring and sideways because we're consolidating, right? We're in a box, we're in a rectangle. Same thing happened last year. Most of last year was boring as hell. Like, not a lot happened. Even through here, like this was like, it was great to get up here, but this took forever, seemingly at the time. If anyone can remember that time, this is back in 2023, like halfway through. It took almost a year to get that finished, and then this took almost a year to get that finished. is this gonna do it again? Like, are we gonna get stuck in this flag thing for like the rest of the year? And then we don't pump until like, you know, September, where we get our big, like, you know, rocket ship that takes us to like 150K or whatever the hell. Could be. But I feel like the anticipation for it happening anytime soon has faded. The sentiment is definitely in the dumps, like right now in crypto. We've only got 11 people watching the stream as opposed to like 40 or 50, 60 when we were like, you know, up here when I was doing streams after all that, or in the midst of all of this action. The crowd shows up because it's more exciting, you know. But at the moment, 11 of you guys are dedicated. You guys have got your fingers on the pulse. You know what matters right now doesn't even really matter too much. Like, the most important parts of the market have been done, right? If you ask me. The most important part of the market to me is the bear market. You need this. Who cares about it going up to new all-time highs if you didn't do anything about it down here? If you didn't pack your bags, like, yeah, that's cool if you packed here, if you packed in late and you came up, that's still good. But if you want to get real serious gains, you have to be prepared to build something in the bear, in the winter. Prepare, you stock up, fatten up, because that comes later. And it did exactly as it did previous time. Do I have to jump to the index to even like hit that point home? I think I will. Let's go to the index. Let's go to logarithmic, and let's circle out the zones that could have built, you know, really good positions. Like everything I'm highlighting in orange, basically. I mean, it's so obvious. I mean, hindsight's 2020, but this is what you want to do. This is where it matters. This is where you buy. This is where you swap your fiat for Bitcoin or whatever, like whatever coin you believe in. It's hard to believe in much other than Bitcoin and like the top 10. But this is where this is the important part. This doesn't matter if you didn't do this. If you didn't do the accumulation, a lot of this is just, you may as well you may as well be a day trader. You may as well just trade the day, you know, and just pack up every day, pack up all your money and sit on the sideline until the next baby move happens, you know. But if you're in it for like proper gains, like serious money, then these are the moments, like these moments. So right now, where we are is not the moment that you build life-changing money. You just don't build it here. This is too risky. Like, you don't do it halfway up. If you're not in it, it's still okay to swing. Like, there's still swings to be played, and that's cool. And day traders, you trade any day if it doesn't matter about the cycles. You just day trade, right? But yeah, if you're a cycle trader or a position holder through cycles, then yeah, this is more so you're either halfway through the run or partway through it, or you're in distribution. Like that's just the way it is right now. So patience. We will get, you know, well, hopefully, nothing's certain, but we will get to another one of these, because that's where you build. That's where you build the bags to take. You have to have bags to ride into the bull, right? That opportunity happened 2 years ago, and it's either you're on board or you're not. Like, so if you're not, I know I'm sort of talking in circles here, but if you're not, there's still, you know, let's jump down to the 4-hour chart. You can still obviously trade this kind of stuff, like, you know, build a bag here, ride it up to here, sell it. Build a bag through here, ride it up to here, sell it, you know? Build a bag, sell it. build bags, and then you're waiting for the next pumps to sell it. You just have to like change your perspective. You know, you jump down time frames and you go, okay, well, I missed the boat on the weekly chart because I didn't do anything in the bear market. I was too scared to touch anything, so I missed all that. So now you have to jump back to like the 4-hour chart and just play and treat these like market cycles, you know? Treat these like your market cycles and just play the smaller moves. That's another way to go about it. Anyway, I'm just sort of winging it today. Didn't have much planned to talk about. I was mainly jumping on to look, oh look, it was a short, see? Bam, slam, right back down. At least on the low time frame, right? Hourly chart, yeah, it looks like a pin bar. This is a classic top. So unless you're in like a big cycle position on XRP, you're just trading the swings. So here's the start of a swing, here's the end, like potential end of a swing. So you buy it at the low pivot, and then you sell it at the high pivot. And then that ride there is your journey, like that's your trade. That's your swing trade that goes for, you know, how many days is that? This is the hourly chart. So you go from the pivot low to the pivot high. That's like you know, 1 day, 6 hours. That's a cool little swing trade there. That's not scalping. That's a swing. That's like a big long time frame swing. There was a nice bull flag there. Look at that. Look at these all matching up in there. If I jump down to like the 5-minute chart, let's go to the full XRP chart. 5 minute, and just hit refresh. Yeah, look at that. There it is. Nice consolidation, bull flag, breakout. I would love to see this thing find support soon and have another attempt and break out, because I am still in it. I'm in it from below $2 somewhere. It's like, yeah, around here I'm in it, down there. So yeah, seeing this like rewind almost halfway back, and then like that's frustrating to ride a position halfway back and then see it swing back up again to the like near the highs and not take profit again. Takes a lot of discipline, or it kind of takes a fool maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna delete all the squiggles. I don't need these. Delete that box. But yeah, can you see? And this is why trend lines are so fantastic. Look, I know I do this a few times. I've done this many times before. If I go to the hourly chart even, these highs came in mid-January. We're almost late February. So it's been a while, and we've had, you know, let's class that as an A. We've had A, B, C, D, E, F, and this has been the G, you know? We are at G, we're all the way at G. This line has been respected for so long, this trend line. Something's got to give. Either we're crashing back down and losing $2, or we're going to break this alphabet resistance line of all these, you know, we're up to G now. But yeah, this is the cool thing about trend lines, is it gives you the future. It gives you where you could find resistance into the future. You know, as price approaches it, it's like, well, respect it unless proven otherwise. And we haven't proven otherwise yet, so we should be respecting it. And right now it's rejecting us. So like I said at the start of the stream, This is where good shorts are born, like when levels get respected. And not only on the sell side, but the support side too, right? Like you've got, this is very unclean on the bottom side, but there was a trend line here that I had, because you had these triple touch, but it sort of deviated off that line. I'll show you what that line was. Something like that. I had it before, but the fact that the price didn't even come down to test that line, it just sort of started taking off sooner. So it's been tricky to pick where that respect comes in of the trend. It's more of a, I would say it's an SR flip recheck, because you had resistance here, 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 and here. Broke above it, great, but then you back checked it, and that was here. So that was a really nice SR flip, inverse head and shoulders type deal, you know. But yeah, it is getting interesting. At least we're coming to like a crossroads, you know. It's like the supports have to break down, or the resistances have to get broken up, you know. And then we travel higher, get back to $3 or beyond, you know. So that's where I'm at with XRP. It's kind of hard to pick, because you've got Bitcoin being kind of range bound and spending a lot of time at the bottom of the range, mind you. Like the moves to the upside are kind of fleeting, you know, like they happen but they just get given back. So it keeps you on your toes, you know, but most of the time is spent. We've spent way more time below 100,000 than above it since November, December, right? We've spent a lot more time below 100,000 than above it. So that keeps the market in check. That keeps sentiment in check, you know. A lot of people are miserable right now because we're just carrying on like last year and not really getting anywhere yet. So this is the test of endurance. The market can endure anything. The market will, you know, the market, if it wanted to, could go sideways for 15 years and you would be there, you know, you would capitulate at some point, you would give up. You'd be like, this sucks, I'm going. I'm gonna go, you know, put a deposit on a house or something or whatever. So yeah, it's a test of commitment, you know. You have to stick it out, you have to ride it out. And then yeah, patience pays off most of the time if you're in the right asset, you know. So far, Bitcoin has proven to be the right asset. Maybe not the most high performing, like in certain flavors of the month or whatever, but over time, from its lifespan, Bitcoin is the king. XRP is definitely interesting. Ethereum's interesting, but yeah, Bitcoin's still the king. I'd love to see XRP flip Ethereum. This is a cool website, marketcapof.com. Let me just go to the homepage. So I'll link this in the chat and I'll show you how to use it. It's pretty straightforward. This is the homepage. You select A, then you select B. So you're seeing, okay, what does it take XRP, like what price will XRP be if it reaches the market cap of Ethereum? XRP will be $5.66 if it was to reach Ethereum's current market cap. Okay, if it reached the size of Bitcoin, XRP would be worth $33 per XRP. That's a 12x, a 12.2x from here. What would DOGE be if it got to the size of Bitcoin? $12, almost $13 Doge, if it got as big as Bitcoin is right now in market cap. That's pretty cool. Something less exciting, like what would Ethereum be if it got to the size of Bitcoin? It'd be worth just under $16,000, which is still really cool. This is just a testament to how big Bitcoin is. Bitcoin's very big. Oh, you can even use stocks. You can go, okay, what if Bitcoin reaches the cap of Nvidia? Bitcoin would reach $172,000, and that's just to get to the size of a company like Nvidia, like, you know, arguably the highest performing company at the moment. Oh, maybe not right now, but it's up there. What about Apple? If Bitcoin got to the size of Apple, it would almost make it to 200k, 185k, almost a 2x from here. You can use the contracts. See, I haven't even seen this before. No contracts. Stocks, but stocks are cool. There's all the big ones. Yeah, very fun website to tinker with, you know. Just comparing potentials. If Solana, the layer 1, flipped Ethereum, the other layer 1, like the dinosaur layer 1, Solana would 4x from the current price. And it would take Solana to $670 if it got as big as Ethereum. Been a lot of drama with Solana lately with the pump.fun stuff being, you know, Solana tokens. But yeah, still at like a traffic jam here. Let me delete all these brush strokes and we'll zoom back in. Oh, are we getting a bit of a, well, we're trying to put the brakes on. Could it just be a falling knife? Yes. So on a daily chart, XRP had a really nice day, a bullish engulfing day. You know, we engulfed the previous day, the Tuesday candle. That Wednesday candle, fantastic. It was Wednesday, my dudes. Anyway, what's this stream at now? Has it been an hour? Yeah, it's been an hour and 2 minutes. It's a pretty good stream. Talked a lot of crap. I just want to see where this line came from. If I extended it. Does this orange one, look, this orange one might even run into down here. Let me just turn the line on. Extend left. Nah, not quite. Okay. It's a bit sharp. If I manipulate it, I'm sure I can get it to match up with over here. Without bending the rules too much. If I go down to the 4-hour chart, does that break the rules? Yeah, kinda. Yeah, in a way. But I don't think anything from back here is influencing too strongly right now, like from back down here in November of last year. But yeah, we got ourselves a ranging XRP. I think it's waiting on Bitcoin, to be honest. Bitcoin's doing okay. It hasn't gone backwards today yet. Seeing a little bit of an uptick there. Let's just go three-way here. 15-minute chart. Doge is doing okay. Up 0.5% so far. I mean, we've only been moving for 49 minutes, almost an hour. XRP did the little freak out because of that line. If you can remember me talking about that. Look at that, look at that hammer, or that dragonfly doji, I guess you could say. Pretty cool on the 15-minute. Bit of a That's a pivot-worthy candle, I feel. Come on. Come up and test that line again. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this one up, I think, and I'll catch you in the next one. But thanks for tuning in again. Hopefully by the next couple of weeks, maybe into March, is when we see some real moves come out of Bitcoin again and crypto. Like, hopefully that can really send us to the new paradigm and just put the writing on the wall that the bull market's not over. There's still more opportunity. There's still more growth to come out of this year. Dogecoin, look at Dogecoin ripping up right now. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this one up. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate the support, and I'll see you in the next one.